I smiled warmly at his little brother Luffy as he adjusted his orange hat. I left you something special, he said, handing over a small piece of paper that seemed to move on its own. This life paper will always lead you to me. Luffy grinned widely, stuffing the precious gift into his pocket. Thanks, Ace. I won't lose it. The fire-wielding pirate waved goodbye to the Straw Hat crew, his flames flickering in the desert sun as he walked away on his own mission to find the traitor, Blackbeard. With their goodbyes said, the team split up. Vivi, Luffy, and her loyal duck crew set off across the burning sands toward the rebel base at Yuba. While the others prepared to distract their enemies, the desert heat was unbearable even for the tough pirates. Luffy's tongue hung out like a tired dog as he panted. I'm so thirsty I could drink the ocean. Vivi worriedly checked their water supply. We're running low already, she murmured, trying to stay positive. Just a little further to the next oasis. Suddenly Luffy's eyes glazed over and he lunged at Vivi shouting, Giant chicken leg! It's dinner time! Vivi screamed, dodging his teeth as Chopper had warned them about desert mirages. Kuru the duck pecked Luffy's head sharply, bringing him back to reality. Oh, why'd you do that? Luffy complained, rubbing the bump on his head before realizing his mistake. Oh, you aren't food. Sorry, Vivi. The princess sighed, relieved her friend had snapped out of it when a rumbling beneath the sand made them all freeze. A massive scorpion with a shell black as night burst from the dunes, its stinger dripping venom. Vivi gasped. That's a killer desert scorpion. Run, but Luffy cracked his knuckles. No way we're running. I promised to protect you. He launched himself at the monster. Rubber rocket. The punch sent the scorpion flying, but not before its tail grazed Kuru, leaving a nasty wound. Vivi rushed to her injured duck, applying medicine from Chopper's emergency kit. We'll make it to Yuba, she whispered reassuringly as they pressed onward under the cruel sun. When they finally reached the rebel stronghold, their hearts sank. Yuba was buried under mountains of sand with only a broken windmill still standing. Where is everyone? Vivi cried out in despair. An old man emerged from the shadows, coughing from the dust. They're gone, he wheezed. The rebels left for Alabasta to fight the king. The sandstorms destroyed everything here. Luffy scratched his head. So we came all this way for nothing. The elder continued. Something strange happened though. The storms only buried Yuba, nowhere else. And before they left, mysterious ships came full of weapons. Vivi turned pale, realizing the truth. Crocodile, she whispered. He supplied the rebels with arms to make sure they'd attack the king. Her knees buckled as the weight of the situation crushed her. They were too late. The war had already begun. Tears streamed down her face as she collapsed into the sand. It's hopeless. The people won't listen now. Luffy watched his friend sob, then crouched beside her with a determined look. So what? He said simply. We'll just go beat up Crocodile and make him tell everyone the truth. Vivi stared at him through teary eyes as Luffy continued. That's what friends do, right? We help when things seem impossible. Back at Rainbase, Crocodile lounged in his casino lair, petting a tiny crocodile while studying ancient texts. The archaeologist Nico Robin entered with a stack of books. The rebels are marching, she reported calmly, while your mister prepares to play his part. Excellent, Crocodile smirked, revealing his golden hook. The ideal Utopia operation begins now. He explained his evil plan to Robin, how Mr. 2 would impersonate the king and commit atrocities to ensure the rebels' hatred, while they stole the secret weapon Pluton during the chaos. Meanwhile, Nami, Zoro, Sanji, and Chopper found themselves surrounded by Baroque Works agents on the outskirts of Nanohana. Looks like we've got company, Sanji cracking his neck. Zoro drew his swords with a fierce grin. About time we got some action. The battle erupted in a blur of kicks, slashes, and weather magic as the Straw Hats fought to buy time for Luffy and Vivi. During the chaos, Zoro locked eyes with a bald man covered in blade scars. Mr. 1, the assassin sneered. You don't stand a chance against my steel body. Zoro smirked. We'll see about that steel. As the sun set over the desert, Luffy stared toward the distant lights of Randoners where Crocodile waited. I'm coming for you, Crocodile man! He shouted into the wind, fists clenched, ready to punch a warlord into tomorrow. Vivi and crew stood beside him, united in purpose. The fate of Alabasta would be decided soon.